Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. It's that You Heard podcast. I'm your host, Ben. That's my big brother, Joe, right there, man. What's poppin', fam?
Hey, let's get it, man. You know what it is. Spring game week, baby. We hype.
Oh, that's it. Oh, 5 days away, man. Let's get it. Let's get into this intro. We got a very special guest on the other side of this, man.
Very special.
Got a very special, man. Let's get it.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast.
I'm hurt, dog.
Ben and Joe break down all things Miami Hurricanes football.
Don't ask me if I'm all right. Hell no.
From hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
Joaquin said dominate, and we not doing it.
You heard.
I put my heart in this dog.
Listen, man, we got a young man on the show today. You know what I'm saying? A kid that I've watched his tape. We watched his tape. Shout out to the boy Chalupa, man. Watch his tape. Very impressive, man. We had to get him on the show. Had to be our first conversation with a young recruit, man. We got JC Evans in the building. Let's give it up for him, guys. Yeah, man. Hey. What's going on, JC, man? How you doing, fam?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Chilling. Hey, man, first question I want to ask you right off top. Are you a Marvel or a DC guy? Just want to make sure I want to get that in.
I think I got to go with Marvel. Because that's what I've been watching all my life, so.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I think about it, it's like, because Joe, we're old, right? Let's keep it a buck.
Nah,
I'm saying this young man, like,
don't put we.
No. We're old. Let's just. You're older. I'm old. Like JC grew up just watching these movies. We saw the development way before. Yeah. So the biggest question we're gonna ask you, man, if you had to fight off the world, right? This is a conversation me and Joe had. Who would be your top 3 Marvel characters?
You need 3 guys to save the world. Son.
All right, top 3. I gotta go with Thor.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my third one, I don't know. That'd be a tough one. For my third one, I gotta go with. I don't want to say Captain America, so I'm gonna go like Doctor Strange or Captain America, one of those two.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Nobody got Spider-Man in their top 3.
Man. All right, man. Nobody. Son, it's just the cartoon movie was dope, son.
Nobody got Spidey. Call him what he is.
All right,
Spidey.
Joe.
You know what I mean?
So disrespectful. All right, Joe, you're up, man. That was my question. That was my start off. Let's go.
I heard you got a nickname, man. What? You got a nickname already? What's going on? I heard you got a nickname.
Nah, not really. I haven't heard anything. Like that. But
I heard comparisons to another guy. I think he's from Houston. Vince. Is Vince Young from Houston?
I did actually. I've heard that a couple of times. I think I heard that my sophomore year.
You ever watched him play?
I did watch a couple games, but like the most famous games.
Yeah, the USC, the championship.
Yeah, the most famous games. Watched that, but I've heard that a couple of times. Starting with my sophomore year.
Yeah, you think that's a valid comparison?
I think so. I like his game. I do think I could watch a little bit more of him, but I've definitely, from what I've seen, I mean, he's a great player, fun player to watch too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Currently, I go, you go online and look around. It shows you at 6'5", like 215. What's your accurate height and weight right now?
Right now, I would say I'm 6'5", maybe a little taller with cleats, but 6'5", 215, 220 really, because I'm still trying to put on that extra weight because I know I'm gonna lose it in the summer. Because what I've been hearing from these summers, I'm gonna lose all of that weight. So I'm gonna try to do what I can and then keep what I can for the season.
And how old are you?
17.
It's crazy. That's crazy. So 6'5", 270. That's crazy. All right, man. Let's get into it. So you transferred from Louis D. Brandeis High School in Texas to Miami Central. That's a big move, right? That's a big move. What made you it's gonna be a 2-parter. What made you decide, and what was the family conversation like? Because I'm saying to move from Texas to Florida, and what made you move from Louis D. Brandeis to Miami Central, man? What was that all like?
So really it began with me just wanting to compete at a higher level and really the highest level for high school ball, with Miami Central being ranked number 2 in the nation. They went 14-0 last year. They won state. But they quarterback graduating, lights out is what everybody calls him. He's at FIU right now. Crazy player right there. But they were in need of a quarterback spot. So I just really talked with my family about this great opportunity to compete at the highest level. And I could have went to a school in like Houston, Dallas, but with like UIL rules and stuff like that, we weren't sure how that was gonna pan out. So with my family being down here, my uncle's down here, my dad's side of the family, they're all from Belgrade. We started looking down here, and we looked at a couple schools like St. Thomas Aquinas and Miami Central, of course. But when we sat down and we spoke with Coach Jube and Coach AJ, the offensive coordinator there, we really liked what he could bring to the table for me, because I'm all about being ready to play my freshman year. I want to go where I can play early. I don't want to have to wait 2-3 years to get on the field when I'm in college. So what Coach AJ can teach me, he's just a really smart guy right there. And my family felt like he could prepare me the best for my years in college. So that was really just the main factor there.
Okay.
That's a good decision. How are you acclimating to Florida and Miami Central? And how long have you been in Florida?
So I've been here for a couple months now. I think we moved down here in February. We wanted to get here before the spring started, and I'd say it's going pretty well. I'm already cool with a bunch of the guys on the team, and really just building those connections. So, building brotherhood. So meeting more people and just having that bond, so we ready for the season. Because me being a new transfer and all, I mean, I still got a lot to prove, but just starting off with building those connections, I think that goes a long way. And I think it's going pretty well so far. We don't have spring ball yet, but I think it's gonna be a huge moment for our team, and I think that could really help us for the season.
Nice.
As far as spending the last 3 years in Texas and spring ball and practices and games, what have you seen? I know you practicing with the team. I'm saying doing your 7-on-7, 11-11, building that camaraderie. What have you seen already as far as athleticism and talent that you're seeing at Central as opposed to what you saw at your previous school?
I think the main difference, I mean, don't get me wrong, the talent in San Antonio, I'd say is pretty good. But, I mean, guys just here, I think the guys here, the main difference is you can throw a hitch and they'll take it 60 yards and it'll go down the stat sheet as one pass for 60 yards. And I know every quarterback loves that. So just guys playmaking ability down here and guys just speed everywhere. And also smart guys too. Before the play, we'll do pre-snap. Before the play, we have O-line talking, wide receivers calling out the safeties. So there's smart guys with a lot of speed and talent everywhere on the field. So I think that's the main difference so far that I've been able to see.
Okay.
Nice. As far as your game, man, what do you think is the biggest challenge for you in improving? Like, what do you feel like you need to improve? And what do you feel like is like the best aspects of your game?
I would say improving. I mean, me personally, I'm a leader by example. I like to lead, and people are gonna follow me because I know like I'm gonna be the first in everything, the best at everything, because I love to compete. It's what I do. But I want to work on more being vocal in a new setting, because I've always led by example. I've always done that, but just being vocal and with this new team and getting other people to like trust me and follow me is also a big step too. So I definitely want to accomplish that with this spring, going into the summer as well. And I think one of my strong points is how smart I am and how I'm able to read coverages, read defenses, knowing what the defense is going to do pre-snap. So just being able to have that mental aspect of the game is what I really think is a big step to my game, because I think by now everybody knows I can run, but me being a passer, being a passer first and an athlete who's able to pull the ball down and run it only when he has to is a huge huge advantage towards my game. So
No doubt. Absolutely.
Okay. As far as developing those attributes, right? That skill set. What is quarterback training for you like in the off season? Like what are you working on? Is it more footsteps? Is it more your steps? Is it more your shoulder? You know what I'm saying, your shoulder release? Or we had a Malik Rozier, you know what I'm saying, a University of Miami graduate, and always tell me that the back ankle is important. Like what are you working on in the off season to improve to build that pocket passer, not just the athleticism aspect of a game plan?
really just studying over because when I first got here, the first thing me and my offensive coordinator did was just write down a bunch of protections because that's our job at Miami Central as quarterbacks to know who's blocking who and know what everybody's doing on the field. So I think for the last month or since I've been at Central, I've just been learning protections because we didn't really do much of that at Brandeis. So getting this opportunity to learn different schemes, different fronts, over even odd fronts, all that. That's been great. Also, I would say just always moving fast. Just being able to move fast in the pocket is always definitely going to help. And being able to sit in the pocket and deliver a strike was definitely a big aspect of the game that I think I already have, and I want to perfect it because pocket presence is definitely one of the more important parts of being a quarterback.
No doubt. So you mentioned at the next level, you want to go in as a freshman, you want to play, you want to compete, you know what I mean, compete for a spot and play. When you're looking at colleges, because you're a senior, you're going into your senior season right now, right?
Yeah.
Looking at colleges, I'm sure, you know what I mean. What colleges have been recruiting you the hardest, man, and who are you looking at right now?
So right now, I would say Oregon State. Coach Dawson recruited me heavily at Houston, and now he's recruiting me at Miami as well. FIU, FAU. I think Cincinnati and Baylor was as well. So those are just some of the few schools. Really just talking with coaches and seeing where I'm gonna fit the best because I'm still working on. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm still working. So those are some of the few schools that are recruiting me. So hopefully we'll have a huge spring incoming.
Yeah, no doubt. When you first let's go back a little bit. What was the first recruitment like? Like the first coach that talked to you and you were like, because you knew as a kid you wanted to do this. I don't know when you hit that crazy growth spurt to be 6'5", but you know what I'm saying? But when that first coach came at, what was that feeling like, man? Because a lot of us, like I never played ball. Joe played. A lot of us will never know what that first call or what that first interaction with a coach is like. Let's go back to that, man. What was that like?
It was amazing. I think my first interaction was with University of Texas San Antonio, UTSA, and that was amazing. I got to put on the pads. I think it was my freshman year or going into my sophomore year. I got to put on the pads, take a photo shoot, and it was with my dad too. So that was a great experience for me and him. But I think with UIW and a University of Incarnate Word, that's also in San Antonio too. When they offered me, I was so happy. I cried a little.
Yeah,
Started
That's
screaming
real.
with my dad. So I mean, that was just a great experience for me, and that was definitely one of the better moments that happened in my life recently.
yeah, man. I know that excitement, man. They come to your school, man. You see them walking through the halls, and they, call you into the office or whatever to talk to them, man. That or if they can talk to you, there's different rules now, but
Definitely.
yeah, man, that's dope. So smarts in school. What are you studying in school, man? What you want to be? What's gonna be your major?
So I think when I get to college, I want to major in industrial engineering right now. So
Okay.
I mean, my grades have never been a problem for me. I've always been an A and B student, so
Nice.
I definitely don't think I have any problem with my major or where I'll be studying, and balancing the football academics life won't be a problem at all as well.
Yeah, that sound like private private school grades right
That's-
there. A good, nice private school,
No,
will
small,
treat you well.
small school,
small, intimate
Yeah.
campus.
Yeah. Small. It has. I'm saying colors tend to be something like what we're wearing, but that's fine.
That's the
Yeah.
and all there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the beach right down the road. You already know. You moved there in February. So I want to go back, man. Our boy Chalupa, man, Corey. You know what I'm saying? That made sure that he wanted us to ask you. Let's go back to your sophomore year. You came off the bench. You guys were down 21. You know what I'm saying? Let's break that down, man. How that all went down, man. What was that feeling like, man?
So really, it was just, I think, because it was my sophomore year, I was in that quarterback battle, and I didn't win the job. So I mean, I didn't get too down on myself because I knew I was still going to get an opportunity. So when I didn't win a job, I still was the same guy. That just made me want to work even harder. And when I did get my opportunity, I knew I wouldn't pass it up. So when I think it was that game where I came off the bench and we won, and I think that was the first time that I really got my confidence up because I didn't play much my freshman year. So I think that was like my first experience like getting in there and leading a team. So ever since then, like I've just been playing with great confidence, and that's what I can expect to continue doing as I finish my high school career.
Okay.
Nice. That's the confidence booster right there, huh? Come in.
Y'all felt that. I felt that confidence as he's saying it. Like I was like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, okay, let's go. Go ahead,
That's
Joe.
dope. That's dope, man. So obviously you have a strong family bond, man. You mentioned your dad earlier, and I heard you, and it looked like you just lit up when you mentioned your dad, man. And that's dope. I love to see that. Have they talked? I'm sure they have, but how have they prepared you for like the scrutiny, the criticism? You know what I mean? So you have the good, you have the bad, you have social media, which goes crazy. I'm sure you got Twitter.
Bananas.
Twitter goes
Bananas.
crazy.
Yeah.
So how have they prepared you for, to handle that aspect of it?
Really, they just tell me control what you can control because you can only do so much. Like I know people always gonna talk crazy no matter what. I seen with that Judd Anderson when he committed to Miami. I seen dudes talking crazy all over Twitter.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, you can only control what you can control. Like if you're a great player, then you really won't have to worry about any of that, and you can just prove it on the field. And then as soon as they see what you can do on the field, they're gonna switch up like they're on your side the whole time. So just control what you can control at the end of the day.
Does that my bad, man? Does that drive you? Like what drives you? Is that part of it? Like when people are saying, "Yo, he alright," or he's trash. Does that drive you?
I think right now, what's driving me the most is I'm not where I want to be at, and I'm not where I think I should be at right now because I don't have any Power 5 offers right now, and really that just like when I wake up, that's the only thing that's getting me going. Like just knowing where I'm not where I think I should be at right now is what drives me right now.
Yeah,
facts. Yeah. That's yeah, man. Like there's always that part of it where, like, as on behalf of social media, you want to apologize for the toxicness of it. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, this is wild, man. Like, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I really respect, man, that you recognize and use that drive, man. Like that shows a lot of leadership within yourself. You know what I mean? Because like it's sometimes can be easy to like fake it till you make it type of thing. You know what I mean? But like having that belief, like, yo, man, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to the defending state champs 4 years in a row. And I'm going to come in here and lead and work. And I'm not going to wait till the fall. I'm going to get there early and build camaraderie with my guys. So who on that squad, man, has been the quickest relationship you've had? Like, oh man, this guy's been my brother the whole time. I just needed to move to Miami.
Yeah,
I'm
assuming it's a receiver, right? It's gonna be a receiver. It's gonna be somebody like, yo, man.
I think receivers. It was definitely I mean, my first day I talked to Luane McCoy and he was a super cool dude because like as soon as I talked to him, got his number, see him,
Yeah.
text them. So just hit me whenever you want to work out, get some work. So I think that was a cool experience. Like just talking to him, he's a cool dude, great athlete too. So and then also my first day, it was actually a D-line. The D-line came up to me, started joking with me, seeing he stood next to me, compared his height next to mine. So just started talking. So it was
That's
my
crazy.
first day too. And that was
That's what's up.
Randy. I think he wore number 44 last year. But
Yeah.
those two
Mhm.
guys, some pretty cool dudes, and excited to build those relationships with them as well.
That's dope.
That's
That's
what's up, man.
dope. So over the weekend, you were at the University of Miami. And what you was there, for that was your first trip there?
I think second or third, one of those two.
Okay. So
Right.
being on campus, talking to coaches, talking to players, um, what's your thought about the school? Like how do you feel about the campus, the players, the team, the coaches? And what do you want to see when you're up there?
I think. I mean, I love University of Miami. My uncle played there. I think he graduated in 91, 92, something like that. But
Okay.
I love the school. I'm familiar with it. And I know a couple of Miami Central dudes like Ruben Bain. He's up there now. Wesley, he's up there too.
Mhm.
So I mean, I like the school, and it's definitely a school I love to attend. Love to play for Coach Dawson. Love talking with Coach Cristobal. So I mean, no complaints there at all. Those some guys I love to play for, love to compete with, and I think one thing I like to see is just them showing love because there's some cool dudes. Love talking with Coach Cristobal, like I said. So just as long as they show love, I mean, Coach Dawson said he will be attending my spring practices. So
Nice.
I'll
Okay.
see how that goes in spring. Like I said, we'll have a huge spring incoming, but
Mhm.
really them showing love as usual.
No doubt. You gonna be at the spring game this week?
I'm planning on being there, so
Okay.
All right,
Cool.
man, we're gonna see you out there, man. We're gonna be out there, so we'll say what's up.
Buddy.
It ain't gonna be hard to spot you. You know what I'm saying? You 6'5", so oh look, there go JC right there. Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
all right. So last question, man, before we get you up out of here, man. What what what's the you don't have to give us the particulars or anything like that, right? What are the conversations like as far as like a vibe, as like you said, like when you talk to your OC at Central, you notice that he would be the guy to get you ready for the next your next step. And when you're talking to Coach Dawson or any other OC, what's the vibe that makes you comfortable, right? Like, because there could be some OCs that I'm saying that's just going through the motions. What's the vibe that you pick up? Because let's keep it, you know what I'm saying? The energy matters, right? So, what are the
Def-
things that you look at when you're talking to somebody,
really
an OC
just
in
to
that position?
really just see like if they're not just telling me what they tell everybody else, or if they're telling me some real stuff that I know is gonna help me and know is gonna further me in my high school career or my college career as well. Because if they're just telling me what they tell every other kid that walks in the building, then I know they really can't benefit me, and they really can't help me get to where I'm trying to go. But I could tell like Coach Cristobal, Coach Dawson, those guys. I mean, they really care for dudes like that. They're not just telling you what you want to hear. So as long as they saying something real, then that's all I can ask for.
Facts.
No doubt.
Facts.
Joe, you got anything?
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious. It's just curious. As a quarterback, as a high school player who aspires to go to the league, go to college, do you watch other high school film, other quarterbacks? Do you watch other quarterbacks at all?
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, because like I said, I'm still not where I want to be at yet. So I mean, I wouldn't say I'm comparing myself to
Mm-hmm.
other guys, but I'm
Mhm.
definitely seeing
Right.
what guys like Aaron Nolan or guys like those top recruits are doing. So, because that's where I'm trying to get at. I'm not there yet, but that's where I'm definitely trying to get at. So, like I said, I don't think I'm comparing myself to them, but I'm definitely seeing what they're doing. because, like I said, that's where I'm trying to be at the end of the day.
Did you happen to watch Jutta and Anderson's huddle?
Not all of it. Not all of it. I saw a couple of highlights, but
okay,
I haven't finished that.
Did you have any impressions of the first look?
I mean, I saw a lot of people hating on the kid, but you know, I don't see anything wrong with it. He's a big kid too. He's like 6'7", I heard. So I mean, from what I saw, he can sling it. So I mean, people are paying attention to the stars and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, as long as the kid can play, he can play.
No
and
doubt.
from what I saw, he can throw it around a little bit too. So
no doubt. All right, man. Good.
Hey, JC, man. Look, man, anybody who ever comes on the podcast, man, we always say the same thing. When you come on the show, man, you just don't come on the show. Now you family. Whenever you want to come on, man, chop it up about anything. Keep us up to date with what's going on with you, man. Look, man, we're invested in you, bro. Our boy Corey put us on to you. You know what I'm saying? We watched the huddles like, yo, this kid needs some shine, man. So anything we could ever do, man, get you on the show, get your word out. We're here for you, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Good luck on this season, and we're gonna be watching, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on.
You already know, man.
Can't wait to watch you this season, brother.
Yeah, man. Another state championship for Central, baby. All right, man. We out.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Caneswear. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has all latest merchandise for the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Inter Miami Soccer, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive just south of I-595 or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Hey, man, I wasn't sure what you were doing there at the end. We keeping it a buck. I was like, why you at? Like, I wasn't. I know what you were asking.
You know what? Yeah, I like peer-to-peer like comparisons and breakdowns, like
analysis.
You know when like battle rappers analyze other battles and battle rappers. I love that. You know what I mean? Because they know what it takes and they know what to look at, man. So quarterback looking at another quarterback's film, they know what to look at. They know what to look for, man. You know what I mean? So
all facts. That's facts.
It definitely wasn't to conjure up anything.
No, I know, but I just wanted to make sure. Like, I know you weren't doing that because I'm saying we family. I know what you were trying to do. Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. You see the ad. Want to get into this, and then we'll get into the rest of the show. You know what I'm saying? King's where it's at, man. Got the hat fitted right. You know what I'm saying? Got the hoodie. Yo, shout out to us. Got a little bit of camo in the texture here where it says Hurricanes. You see what it's about, man. Got two winners, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MK Dog 28. Yeah, man. MK Dog 28 on YouTube. And shout out to IMAX, bro. You want it again. You know what I'm saying? We'll drop the graphic tonight. Let y'all know. And look, man, I'm what you got for the keyword for the show, man?
Keyword, man.
Keyword is not the keyword though, right? Like that's
keyword.
Spring.
Keyword. Keyword.
It's not a riddle, fam. Like, what are we doing here?
Keyword.
All right, we're still okay.
Keyword. Keyword.
So just say spring game, yo. Like,
nah, we did spring game already. I feel like, man.
Oh, so you right.
Meet and greet. Keywords.
Meet and greet. Meet and greet, man. Yeah, man. Because
meet and greet. Keywords, man. Meet and greet. Keywords.
Meet and greet. Yeah, man. We're gonna be out at Caneswear on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Come chop it up with us, man. Doing a live pod. We got some special guests. You already know who's coming through. We got 2 more.
12 p.m. to 2 p.m., man. Do not be
man. You know what I'm saying? If you're driving down, you know what I'm saying, because you got to get a hotel and that whole nine, you can listen to us. You know what I'm saying? Drop your comments. We're gonna be doing a lot for 2 hours, man. Keeping it all the way a buck. Talking about our expectations for that spring game. You know what I'm saying, what the expectations for the tailgate. You know what I'm saying? I've heard some big things about some people in the tailgate game, so we're gonna see what's popping with that, man. So keyword is meet and greet. Our last 2, man, we got We got AB from About the Fans coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Coming through. Gonna show love, man. Gotta do AB, man. Shout out to him, man. He's man, stay working, man. Stay working. Who else we got? Joe?
So we announced who we announced. Dono, we announced Flo.
Flo, Coach Hayes.
Coach Hayes. We announced AB. Did we announce
one more? We got
who we got? I can't remember.
Kane Gang.
Kane Gang coming.
Damn,
Cole, my guy Cole and Dirty.
Dirty.
You know
Dirty coming through, man.
Oh man, I forget about the big dogs. You know what I mean?
Big dogs taking pictures with every coach.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Cole with the coaches, man. That should be the name of the show.
Cole
with the coaches.
Cole has an infectious personality, man. He's a real good dude, man. I like hanging with him. And he looks out, man. So yeah, man.
I'm glad he healed up from his surgery, man. I'm glad he's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Little procedure, you know what I'm saying? All right, man.
Oh, somebody else coming through. Somebody else coming through. Do I need what's today? Today's Sunday. Somebody else coming through. Do I need to say that for Wednesday? Because he's like a superstar. Like
you say that for Wednesday. No.
You say that for Wednesday. There's one. I didn't admit. There's one more that I did not mention.
Yeah, we'll say that one for Wednesday.
That was on the low. That was a low.
Yeah, that was low. That one might be so low you might not have told me. That's how low. That's how low that might be.
I hit him up on the creek on the creek. Yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah. You might not have told me that one. Yeah. All right, man. We got some. We need to talk, man. We need to talk. Let's have this conversation all the way up, man. Listen, fam.
It feels like we gotta spin this block every time, man.
It's
not to change nobody's mind, because nobody's mind is gonna change. People are gonna people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people gonna people. What? So let's just ask, bro. Like, Judd Anderson commits with all the joy and good energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Judd Anderson, man.
Shout out to him.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. Can't wait to see you on the field, rocking with you, bro. Like, he came on already talking, you know what I'm saying, retweeting recruits, putting out good energy, and grown-ass men and their feelings, bro. If we're gonna keep it all the way a buck, we're not missing no word. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not changing. Look, some people gonna listen to us, get in their feelings, get mad and unfollow, unsubscribe. We cool, bro. Keep your energy over there. But fam, like, what are you doing? Like,
so let's attack this from both sides, man. So
let's do it.
One side, we understand, right? I don't think it's always personal. I don't think 95% of the time is personal towards the recruit. I really don't think that. I hope not. If it is, then you got real issues. If it's personal towards somebody you don't know. But definitely a coach or staff attack, basically, on the level of recruit. So stars matter to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Stars, if a guy doesn't have a 5-star, 4-star beside his name, he's not that guy to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And we know how the star rankings are developed and how the star rankings are, and we know it's kind of bogus. You know what I mean? It's kind of bogus. Yeah. So if a recruit doesn't go to camps, if a recruit, doesn't
get offers,
doesn't get the offers, you know what I mean? The stars are not where they should be. If Judd Anderson gets an Alabama offer tonight, he will be a 4-star by the morning.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we know how that goes. And I understand for people. I'm gonna talk about my guy Groove, man. Groove is a enemy of the state. on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people can't stand that guy, man. That's my guy though. So you know, I understand where he comes from. He wasn't a fan of the coaching hire from the beginning, right? So when you hear when the coach gets hired and you hear, yo, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. He recruits at this level, he recruits at that level, and then you know Judd Anderson commits, and you lose Air Nolan, which it's only April. Let's get that in our heads right now. It's only April. You know, Groove is gonna groove. Groove gonna get on, and he gonna say what he want to say. You know what I mean? Groove is a smart football dude. He knows it's only April. He knows that after a 5-7 season, Coach Cristobal got a top 7-10 class or whatever. Should have been top 5. Stars got dropped after they committed. Jaden Wayne got dropped. You know what I mean? Ruben Bain is criminally not a 5-star, but we're not going to talk about that. He knows all that, man. You know what I mean? He knows all that. It's the for him, I think it's the height, the lens, and the comparison of you know last staff to this staff and all that, you know. So he goes back and forth with that. But Groove is a smart dude, man. Groove knows cats don't sign until December. We have a full season to flip somebody or show what we can do. Fam, if we come out and go 10-2, go to a major bowl, you know, win the ACC, go to the ACC championship, we putting up 500 yards a game. Things are going to change.
Conversations are different.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Things are going to change. Judd Anderson gets busy. He throws for 30 touchdowns, 2 picks, you know, looks good, goes to some camps. He's going to get a 4th star. You know what I mean? Yeah. And again, the conversation is going to change. So, you know, come on, man.
Yeah. And the overreaction to, like, what was weird is, like, the overreaction to somebody who, look, we heard about Judd beginning of that week, right? Like, we started hearing, like, the whispers. I was like, okay, cool. Like, if we keep it all the way a buck, we always knew Miami was going to take 2 quarterbacks. Right? Because the way the numbers are lining up. So Judd, as everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, Judd committing, like, people wanting to take the shine away from a kid's, you know what I'm saying, dream of his commitment, right? Like, he knew this was a school he wanted to go to. It hasn't even taken an OV to Miami. He's just taken a few unofficial visits. So on his own dime came down to Miami. He's showing love to the school that we, right, the universal we love, right? He's wanting to commit and make the team and make the program better. But people are mad because it's not who they, again, like, it goes back to that, right? People are mad because it's not who they think it should be. Like, fam, like, let's keep it. We were 5-7, had one of the worst offenses in the nation. If you're a top recruit, why would you commit in April? Right? Like, if we're keeping it all the way up, like, we're talking about, like, those top, like, the ones that do all the interviews with all the right people and have all the right offers, those people. There's a lot that, just like we're waiting and seeing. That's why we don't give you our predictions. There's a lot of recruits that are visiting Miami heavy. That when Air was committing, his receivers were on our campus in our coach's office. You know what I'm saying? Going over tape. Like, we gonna keep it all the way a buck. We're gonna keep it all the way a buck. But, like, for everybody to react like we just lost everything, fam, like, I get it. We're hungry. We want to win. But the reaction of 40 or 50-year-old men reacting the way they did for a kid that wants to commit to the program, that the school that you probably never went to, you know what I'm saying, that wants to make that program ready, hang another banner up in any way, shape, or form, is already tweeting at other recruits, at a Ricky Knight, at a LaWayne McCoy, at trying to be the leader, and y'all shitting on him made no sense. Now, with the Groove thing, Groove looks at it through the lens of Manny Diaz is my savior, right? Like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? He wants to troll it that way. It's all good. I get it, man. Like, you got your I don't want to say grift. You got your stick, you work with it, right? You roll that till the wheels fall off. But to not take everything into context and understand that these are the reasons why that happened. There's other people that maybe didn't like them. You know what I'm saying? There was another step that this program needed to take with somebody that you might not like. I said it before and I'll say it again. I said it about TVD when we were talking about Jakari. This says Miami Hurricanes on it, man. This doesn't say Mario Cristobal. This doesn't say Mark Thrick. This doesn't say Al Golden. This doesn't say Randy Shannon. This doesn't say any of those. This says Miami Hurricanes, fam. I am a Miami Hurricanes fan. I rode with this team when they lost 58-0 to Clemson. I rode with this team when they lost 45-31 to Middle Tennessee State. I'm never leaving this team.
Facts.
I want to see this team win. I don't care who they win with. I don't care if I don't like the guy when they win. If we win, I'm good. Like, it doesn't. I'm not taking any of that shit personally. But for you guys to get mad in April about where we stand, when those same people on Monday were tweeting out screenshots of making fun of the fact that we were only 89th in the recruiting rankings in April, saying, "Oh, it's only April." But Friday, because now you hear we're not getting Noland in April. In April. There's 8 months. April, son. We talk about April.
May,
we got
June,
8 months
July, August, September, October, November, December. Eight of them things.
8 of them things left, and we're almost exactly 8 months away, right? I think first, second Tuesday, or whatever, those 3 days in December. And for y'all to be that mad, fam, like this isn't your first recruiting season. Like, you know, like this is we're in our what? Our fourth. Yeah, this is like what, our 5th year of doing early signees, right? And people coming in early, 5th or 6th year. Like, you know, it's a long time. A commitment doesn't mean shit. A commitment with a graphic note, people flip all the. Jaden Rashada was good, right? I thought Jaden Rashada was all good to go. Didn't happen. Some people decommit, flip. Was it Jake Garcia was locked in till he flipped? Like, something like flips happen. Calm down, man. Miami is in a state right now where they have to build relationships because relationships were fractured beyond repair. They're doing a lot of work behind the scenes to talking to coaches, building those relationships, building trust, because a lot of coaches didn't trust previous staffs, previous programs, and previous iterations of what Miami did. We're not going to say no names because it wasn't just one administration. Every single one did different shit and fractured different relationships. So take a second, take a beat, man. And son, just don't overreact because Judd Anderson can dunk on your ass right now. He's 6'7", fam. Like, he might come in and be too big, and you never know what you never know who this kid might be. He might be the next everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and taking that moment and taking that shine away from him was fucking childish and classless. Like, there was no, you could have just not said nothing. Been mad on your couch. We're like, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? The world is better for it. But just so many people star chasing. Like, son, like you watch Judd's tape without the thought of he's a 3-star. Tell me that kid can't ball.
Yeah.
Tell me that kid can't
and
ball.
They're gonna point to the stats, right? 15 touchdowns, I think 13 picks. You know what I mean? Yep. New system, you know, new. I think previously they were running a power run game, a wing T or something like that.
Wing T offense.
You know what I mean? So new system, you know what I mean? But just some of the comments, man. Somebody was commenting that he has a weak arm, like he's throwing up. Weak.
Somebody, I'll tell you. Let me tell you exactly the comment that made me mad because it was on your page. It goes, "Oh, it took a long time for the ball to get there."
Yeah.
Was it? Did you see it was a 70-yard pass? Yeah. You think? Yeah. Do you think that's on a rope?
And some of the throws, man, that boy made he threw a rope from like inside the 10 to like the 50, man. You know what I mean? He has an arm.
Yes,
like
without a doubt.
Strong arm. So it's crazy.
Something like, and the other thing I want to say, man, like we just had a conversation right now with JC Evans, J.C. Evans is criminally underrated in my book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen, like this is where like I want to be. I'm not gonna say I want to be careful, but like I saw Arch Manning's tape, right? Like I saw Arch Manning. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, like
and who he was playing against.
So, those were children, right? Like that was in Miami. That's an Optimist team. Like the teams he's playing, like Optimist teams in Miami are bigger and faster and stronger than the players that Arch Manning was playing against. Yeah. J.C. Evans is playing in Texas, right? Texas, Florida, California, Georgia, biggest states in the country for football. The kid was balling, right? Young man is balling. Son, like nothing. So take that star shit out of your brain, man. Like Please. if J.C. Evans is noticing that y'all talking crazy, understanding how you looking at other recruits. And I'm not saying that you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be all positive and all that. I'm saying just, son, be 40 and keep your comments to yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like be the adult in your own self. Son. Like I don't understand why you gotta be so mad and why you take it so personal that like they're not winning your way. You never coached. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and these cats are doing. These coaches are doing real evaluations, man. Like they go to games, they go to practices. We and some of us may go to games,
watch a huddle.
Yeah, we see highlight films. That's all we see, and we may see some 7-on-7 clips or something like that. They see real evaluation. So, in your mind as a fan, you're thinking that the coach is offering a young man that's trash. Like you really thinking that, like a coach that makes, 8 million, 5 million, 300,000 or whatever, the consensus in the building, because Coach Dawson is the offensive coordinator. You got Alonzo Highsmith. Like people have to sign off on the offers. It's not Coach Dawson like, yo, I like him, man. We offering him. Nah.
Yeah.
Nope. The staff has to look at it, the whole offensive staff, whatever, and they have to sign off on it. So you're telling me a bunch of coaches, 4, 5, 6, 7 coaches with evaluators, with a
analyst,
with a man like analyst, with a man like Alonzo Highsmith in the building, saw this tape, saw this guy, this Judd Anderson kid, and was like, yeah, let's offer him anyway. He trashed, but let's offer him. That's what's going on here. Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. We need 2 quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
We need them.
Come on, man.
And look, you know what's crazy is the view and perspective of Judd, right? Like people think that he's going to come in here and start next year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To start 24. Yeah, start 20. No, he's not. Jakari's going to start. Jakari or Emery are going to start 24. We might get a transfer in, you know what I'm saying, just to get the years to line up. Like, there's a lot of things that got to happen. Like, worried about who, you know what I'm saying? Like, take a breath, fam. Like, you never know what could happen. Like, the overreaction is unnecessary. Like, let's say, like, let's play out this scenario, right? We know it's not the case because we know what Aaron Nolan's situation, you know what I'm saying? We know what it is with Aaron Nolan. And again, it's April. Calm down. But let's say Aaron Nolan was 50-50, right? 51-49. Could have gone either way. Day before, Judd Anderson drops the commit, sees all that shit that people are talking on Kane's Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could, I'm not saying that is, but that might, you know what I'm saying? That can play a role in those conversations. It's like, damn, man, like, they're going to do me like that? Like, if I don't, that's like the school that ain't won it, that hasn't been in the college football playoff, has those kind of levels. Like, Ohio State was just in it. Yeah. Now the comment we could talk offline about the thing that he said that Ohio State develops a specific kind of quarterback, which I have questions about. I have a different, but this is a UM podcast. I didn't understand it. Yeah, exactly. That's
and it wasn't like it's really not about the development of black quarterbacks. For me, that's not what I reposted and shook my head about. it's not that. It's just it's crazy. But yeah, we can talk
Yeah.
about it. But
Yeah, we'll talk about
you mentioned recruits seeing Jeremiah Smith said something about like y'all Kane fans
Y'all
is wild.
wild, yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Like you don't think he saw, you don't think what you think he referring to amongst other things, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Come on, man. And we know,
Come on,
listen,
man. Just
we know. I hope most recruits take the JC Evans approach where you see it, you're gonna take the good with the bad. These cats have nothing to do with you and your future and what you about to
facts.
do. So I hope
Facts.
most recruits, move about like that, but some don't, man. Some see it and they parents see it and they like, you know what I mean? They going at my kid crazy, so
Yeah, which is facts, man. It's it's fam, like just say congrats, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the UN, move on. Like you could be mad about it to yourself, man. You don't have to do that. Like you don't have to be the you don't have to be Skip Bayless. You don't have to be the first one to say something wild every time, man.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
All right, man. Let's move on, man.
Let's move on, man. We got some questions here, man. Shout out to YouTube and our boy Brick by Brick, man, 505 Kanye. This was a question on YouTube from Tony. All right, man. In y'all honest, unbiased opinion, do y'all feel 5-star Leonard Taylor and James Williams has lived up to the 5-star ranking? Like, all right, let me handle this one first, Joe.
Yep. Go ahead, well.
I think in this question, sometimes, and Tony, you let me know if I'm wrong. Sometimes when questions like this are asked, they only want you to answer it one way. You know what I'm saying? Like they're asking this, like, because unbiased is like, but what if my opinion is different than yours? Yeah. Is my bias supposed to be your bias? I'm legit asking you, T. You know what I'm saying? You let me know. Because to me, I'll keep it a buck. Yes, I think Leonard Taylor, it's crazy that in his third season he just learned that dieting matters. You know what I'm saying? Eating the right stuff, building. I think that's crazy, but that's, you know what I'm saying, that's an ownership of a previous staff and previous nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? James Williams always got away with his athletic talent, and last year played with a fucked up shoulder. You got to take that into account. You can't just be mad because he didn't wrap up. Maybe he couldn't get his arm up that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it torn labrum? That's the movement. That's your range of motion right there. So you got to take that into account. Like the unbiasedness is like, I'll tell you where my biases are, and I'll tell you where the biases aren't. Like if James Williams didn't have that shoulder surgery, I'm having more questions. Right? Keeping it above, I'm having more questions. But he had shoulder surgery, torn labrum ain't no joke. He played it all season. It's crazy that what game 6 or whatever was when that soundbite came out that Leonard Taylor said that, oh, now I'm realizing that what I eat matters. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They've underperformed as far as the star ranking that was given to them out of high school, but star ranking is just a projection. If there's no development, and what is it, 4 different defensive coordinators? You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff matters to the development of these young men. Like you don't just become a 5-star and think you're Maurice Clarett and going to go to the league after 1 year. That's not how that works. So the bias, you got to be careful how you want that answered, because if you just want me to bash them, I'm not going to do that, because there's things that they failed at. Yes, but I don't. The 5-star is just a projection.
Yeah,
what you got, Joe?
I agree. Same thing, man. And a lot of how you live up to your expectations is a lot on the young man, and it's a lot on the situation that you happen to walk into. You know what I mean? So they both walked into a situation that wasn't ideal for development. You know what I mean? So not many 5-stars. I mean, we didn't get that many 5-stars, but not many 5-stars, 4-stars developed in the situation. You know, you had there's countless names, so I'm not going to name all of them.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't come into an environment that was conducive for development. So whether it was on them, whether it was on the adults in the building, you know what I mean, both 50-50, 40-60, whatever. They haven't developed to their full potential. They haven't lived. So I'll answer that. They haven't lived up to their full potential yet. No, they
Facts.
haven't. They haven't.
They haven't.
You know,
They
they
haven't.
still have time. So the story's not written yet. You know what I mean? The book is not over. You know, they still have
Yep.
time to do that. So hopefully we see them develop.
Let me. I wanted to ask you this before, and I'm thinking about this now. Like, you know how earlier in the offseason we talked about the whole, like, because we wanted DVD on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That secondary coach can go, you know what I'm saying, Jamila die, just for the pure reason. I'm gonna ask you, man, like, does he deserve more respect and more, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, he did, if you want to keep, he did develop Cam into an All-American, right? Like, because I die, right? Because he was a secondary coach, right?
Yeah.
He was a safety.
I don't think he should go.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I'm saying when I was saying, like, he should go just because we didn't want to lose DVD,
anybody.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of anybody in that whole space.
Yeah.
So, like, that development matters, right? Like, we're already listening. Check all the reports coming out of camp this season about the 2 5-star offensive linemen that we have balling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That are already living up to expectations.
Yeah.
A lot of that has to do with who's developing them.
Sure.
Right? Like, when you have, 4 different former offensive linemen in mirror ball, you know what I'm saying, with their eyes on them, those things matter. So we definitely hope that, look, man, for us to be a better team and have a winning record this year and to be where we want to go, we need these 2 5-stars to live up to the expectations of a 5-star.
Yeah, because regardless of some people's opinions, you don't come out of high school ready for college ball, man. You must be developed. I don't care. Reggie Bush, you know, Barry Sand, whoever.
Young.
It don't matter. Vince Young, Matt Lyon, whoever was 5-stars, number 1 players in the nation, had to go into a system and get developed. Yes, they have to do the work. Definitely. They got to watch film. They got to stay later and catch balls. They got to, you know, throw and yeah, they have to do the work. But they have to be developed, man. You know what I mean? That's what these coaches are here for. They have to be developed, man. You know what I mean? You can't.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Jason Taylor press conference when he was talking about when he was talking about Cyrus Moss, and he's like, they called me skinny. They called me skinny a lot. All the way to Canton, and I was looking at that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop bashing the that type of shit, because it's like some people's bodies is never, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not all gonna be DK Metcalf,
Snoop been the same size since fucking Gin and Juice, son. You know what I mean?
Facts,
like, come on. Some people can't gain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what they do. And I know people like that, son. So, yeah, man.
No, I'm the complete opposite. Yeah. I gained, son. It's not a game out here.
Some people can. Some people can't lose. Some people can't get. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
All facts.
So,
yeah, man. But look,
he's walking.
To wrap a ball up on this one, man. No, they haven't lived up to the expectations of what they came in as. But it goes back to what this is. Almost sounds like a rewind, man. Like, it's also because the language in the room has changed almost every offseason. Different coaches, different coordinators, different analysts, different position coaches, constantly. That's gonna halt and stunt your growth and development, man. And you're not gonna become you're not gonna come in and be, you know what I'm saying, the most dominant player on the field as a freshman, because that's just, especially now with transfers, year sit-outs, you might be facing guys that are in their 30s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The way these things are lining up. So let's just wait to see how their story ends, man, because it's still being written.
Sure.
All right, man. Last question. This was the one from 505 Kanye, man. This is actually something I want to talk about after. What's your Kane story? So this is how how we became a Canes fan, because they liked that. You know what I'm saying, Chalupa told his story about, you know what I'm saying, how his pops was a Notre Dame fan and figured out how it was. So, what's your Canes story, Joe? Did they have color TV? Did they have color TV back then when you became a Canes fan? Or
All right, I think I'm probably 10, 11, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't watching college football yet. You know what I mean? I was just an NFL cat, man. I was watching my 49ers. You know what I mean? I used to watch every NFL game available. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Always watching NFL games. I feel like one night, Saturday night, it might have been like 87, 88, so I don't know. But I saw Miami. They were playing, I think, Florida State.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Back then, the receivers used to get in 3-point stances. Like, it was mad.
Oh, yeah.
They used to get 3-point stances. You know what I mean? I remember seeing Michael Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember watching that game, and it was mad exciting. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, college football. That's when I became a college football fan, period. It was just mad exciting, man. And, you know, because NFL was just, you know, power run. But that's why I became a 49er fan, because they were mad exciting to watch. The West Coast offense,
West Coast offense with Bill Walsh.
Crazy. You know what I mean? Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Joe Montana, man. They was just throwing it around. The White Clock. But yeah, man, I watched that game, man, and instantly I was like, yo, I'm from New York, man. Miami had that hood shit going. Like, they was hood. Like, they was talking shit. They was flying around. They were fast. They was physical. And I just started watching them more and more, man. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is how I want to play. This is how, you know what I mean? This is how football's supposed to be, man. I'm watching Mike Irvin. I'm watching Kevin Smith. I'm watching, Rohan Marley. Oh, my
Yes, sir.
gosh. That little dude, man. I was like, yo, who is this little dude popping people? Like, he putting people on their back. You know what I mean? And that number 2 flying around. And that's probably the first time I saw single digits.
Didn't wear single digits,
you know what I mean?
In the pros.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I saw that number 2 flying around. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is wild. You know what I mean? And then I noticed that mad people in New York is Miami Hurricane fans. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where it all started, man. And college football since then has been like, had my heart since then. You know what I mean? I watch all football, but college football is special. Like, I'm a college football fan. Like, I used to do the Heisman, the Desmond Howard pose. You know what I mean?
All day. What? Yeah. All day for no reason, fam. It took me a second to figure out mine, like, when exactly, like, it was stamped, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in a single parent household, man. Every Saturday it was me and my mom's, you know what I'm saying, running out to wherever she wanted to go, because, you know what I'm saying, her day. So I was just running with her. So a lot of Saturdays I didn't see. I think I must have been sick, and I think I was either 12 or 13. I must have been sick and couldn't go. And I'm gonna show you the game that did it.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna show you the game that did it. For you guys that are listening, man, this right here was the game for me, man. And I don't know how I came across this game. I don't even know what channel it was on. I was just flipping through, man. And this right here, fam, this game.
Edge. That's Edge.
That's the Edge game, man.
Busy. Edge got
fam, like,
busy.
This game, I was like, what is happening, and who is this team and you know what I'm saying, because the OB was rocking. Like you see it, man. Like you seeing it right on your screen. Edge, I think Edge ran for like 278 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like this was when they were under sanctions. Then started looking into that whole thing. It was like why, you know what I'm saying, before the documentary was like why Miami was hated. I was like, oh, they hate us. I was like, and I took that shit personally. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, like it was just I saw the colors. I saw Edge just running and showing everything he had on that field, man. Instantly, yo, like I was like, this is it. Like I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Like this is my team over everything, man. This game, UCLA came in there talking all this shit, went back and watched it like, oh, we just gonna handle them. Miami had their run in the early 90s. It's our time now, yada yada yada. And Ed just goes, nah, man, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this game was it for me, man. This was I remember listening to it on the radio a couple times here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to Miami, you know what I'm saying, Miami on the radio. But man, like this game, this stamped it for me. The edge game was it, man.
Yeah.
Like after that, everything became Miami. I remember they used to sell Miami Hurricane stuff at Walmart. It was like, you know what I'm saying, before they had a Canes wear, before they had any other shit, before they had internet, like I'd buy everything. I'd buy tank tops, I'd buy towels, everything possible that was Hurricanes, man. Like it's my number one team over everything. Like I watch other teams, like if something else, like if I'm not doing nothing else, but this is the only team that I could, you know what I'm saying, I could rattle off players because it really is all about the youth for me, man. Like it's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's ill how the brand worldwide is, man. Like, yo, you know, being in New York when I was a youngin', man, I would see people, famous cats. Like I remember on TV watching Luke. You know, they from Miami, 2 Live Crew rocking. But I used to see the Fab Five. I used to see Jalen Rose rocking Miami gear all the time. I used to see in New York Jay-Z rocking Miami gear all the time, son. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Pac was rocking Kane gear. Like, crazy, man. It's a worldwide brand, son. Still.
It's the culture.
Even with the mediocrity for the past, 10, 15 years, it's still a brand. I still walk. I'm in North Carolina, man. I still walk and see this, man. I still see cats with license plates, you know, Kane plates. You know, I still see cats walking with Kane shirts, and that's a conversation every time. If I'm up here and I see somebody with a Kane, yo, what up, baby? What's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Son, I remember like when I moved here to like this small area, I went to like the Lowe's, right? I saw some cat, like I was wearing like a Miami Hurricane shirt, and we had just, I think, had just hired Cristobal. I was like, hey man, what you think Cristobal's about to do? Like, and he was working. He was wearing the Lowe's outfit. So, hey, man, I'm from Miami, man. What's going on with? I was like, damn, like just out of like, man, don't you got a burger or some shit? Like we just talked with like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Like these two things right here, the Miami Ibis, you know what I'm saying, Sebastian, and the U. I had that made. That we went to a flea market, like a day market type of thing, like a farmer's market, and we saw that they made this up here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They were up here, like in some small town, they recognize this is a brand. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm in Central Florida, you would think that we all Gators, all Florida State. They recognize Miami's a brand, man. So yeah, that's our Kane story, man. And we're gonna have some special things coming with that Kane story shit, you know what I'm saying, in the off season. You know what I'm saying? Wanna have some fans come on and, you know what I'm saying, let us know their Kane story, man, and just get y'all to know, you know what I'm saying, figure out your Kane story, because it's crazy with like people from Colorado, Utah, you know what I'm saying, places around the country that are fans. I want to know how they became that, man. So that's dope, man. So yeah, man. Joe, I got nothing else, family. What you got?
We don't have nothing. Nah, we don't have nothing, man. I can't wait to get down there this week, man. You know, I'm gonna be down there Thursday, man. Be down there probably early Thursday morning, around before noon, about noon, probably 11. Yeah, man.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, man.
Finally meet up, man. Chop it up, fam.
I can't wait to get down there, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait to be down there. It's my first spring game ever. And it's the first one of many because I'm probably gonna never miss another one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, man.
All right, guys, we got nothing else, man. You already know, man. It's all about the you, man. We out. Peace.